and score another goal in which I felt Richmond should have done better in post for Hearts of Oak. And I think that you saw the pictures from him after the game. He was a bit disappointed.
Yeah, it's in tears.
Of course, because he knew he could have even done better with the second goal that Mukwela scored for Kotoko. He could have just pushed the ball away to a safer place. And then again, the third goal, he should have come off his line quickly and then cleared the danger for the full game. But I hope he learns from it. But it was a fantastic game. Yeah. I don't remember the last time I saw an entertaining game like Hearts and Kotoko producing 5 goals. And those who are at the stadium to watch the game and those who watch it on Adepa would be very, very happy with the kind of football we saw this particular afternoon.
And I understand why I is shedding tears, because I was talking to a number of players who have played Hearts and Kotoko fixture before, Dombo, Tiam and Kwame. When they all tell you that this fixture can make and will make you, so you need to go in very prepared. But Nadedu, as you said, Kotoko came out guns blazing in the second half. They seized control of the midfield, which they didn't have in the first half, and that was it. Once that second goal went in, it was all Kotoko.
I think, in the first 15 to 20 minutes of the game, Asante Kotoko no more Saturday. So you can see House of Oak were putting a lot of pressure on the Kotoko defense, and they took over the midfield. But they have 4-man midfield: Salifu Ibrahim, Gledo Tanga, Lenda Ntange, and of course Enoke Subontin. They overcrowded the Kotoko midfield in the first 15 to 25 minutes. That is where Kotoko were struggling. After that period, Kotoko took charge. That led to the goal they scored before the halftime. So it tells you Kotoko was gradually warming themselves into the game. So I knew in the second half it would be a different ball game altogether. And when you look at Asante Kotoko in their recent games, they were a free scoring side. So I knew in today's game Kotoko will score more than 2. So I was not really surprised they got that 3 goals in the game. And gradually it looks like something is working for Okulu and Prosperity Ogum. The 3-back system is bringing the best out of some of these guys in the team. I'm gradually seeing someone like Peter Aminuakwa, that energy to play full 90 minutes, a lot of work in the game. A player like, Enoch Morrison, the super crosses from the left side. Second half, he brought in Tedeku to support him from that angle. And the earlier Mukwala stayed fully fit for Asante Kotoko, the best for the club. It looks like when he was slotted in the team up, they decided to make impact in the game.
But then comment to match hat-trick if his finishing was that good. Opportunities, yeah.
Goal scoring, Frank Etoga and Bella is ahead of him. But in terms of typical centre forward role, he has everything as a centre forward. Link up play, can score, hold up play, dribble players, pace. As a typical centre forward, this particular guy has more experience than most of these recent strikers Kotoko has brought into the team. So I'm not really surprised he's showing this kind of qualities in the Ghana Premier League so far.
He got 2 goals today, and he was adjudged the most valuable player in this game. Good for him. But remember that the Ghana Premier League on Star Times at the channel 247 is brought to you by High Sense Midimafo Herbal Clinic, Soccer Bet, and supported by Max Bar and of course JB Fresh Fruit Juice. Now let's take our time and look at the goals and how they came about. Hearts of Oak were the first to score in this game. A beautiful free kick from Salifu Ibrahim was met with a perfectly placed header from Ntange. And at that point, it was like the floodgates had opened for Hearts of Oak. They would score more. Felix Roma.
They started the game in the blistering form. You look at the way they were passing the ball, creating chances. And as early as the 30th seconds of the game, Linda Ntange had a very good opportunity to put the Phobians ahead. But they keep pushing, they keep creating a lot of chances. And I must say that cross from Salifu Ibrahim was well measured, well tailored. And what the header from a very smallish Linda Ntange, how Nuruddin allowed him to out-jump him and then, direct his header into the top right corner for the opener for the Phobians. It was a very good goal, well taken goal. And hardly do you see Linda Ntange going, jumping and getting the ball, not to talk about how well he directed that particular, and that was a very good start for the Phobians. And I think even in the second half, the first half, they should have even scored more than 2 goals in the game. But Kotoko came back, and then the half pass from Richmond Lamte to assist Kotoko in getting the equalizer. And sometimes the time that you score a goal is very, very important. Kotoko got the equalizer at a very crucial point of the game. That was more like the last kick of the.
Yeah,
so they went into the half with a psychological advantage, and I think that did the trick for them. And they came out trying to finish off where they ended in the first half. And clearly, I should say that aside the issue of the offside and all that, this game could have gone anywhere, I should say. The best team that took his chances won the game, and I think Kotoko clearly deserved to win it. But the officiating is something that I normally don't want to talk about in a big game like that. But the linesman, the referee, got it wrong with Mukwele's first goal.
The first goal that he scored, that is Kumasi Asante Kotoko's second goal.
Yeah.
We'll take our time and look at that goal. But again, let's go back to Kotoko's equalizer before the break. We often say the pass before the pass, the assist before the assist. I think that Richmond Lamptey's pass is more beautiful than what Baba Yaya even gave Isaac Opon. Because pass, that was what destabilized the heart of folk team. They weren't expecting Richmond Lamptey to give that pass to Baba Yaya. It was a defense splitting pass.
That was the pre-assist.
Yeah.
To Baba Yaya before Isaac Opon. Super pass from Richmond Lamptey. What a fine player. It's very difficult to see a modern day number 8 in our league. And in recent times, it looks like gradually we are getting there. Richmond Lamptey, Keyeke, Uman Manaf. Some of these players are living up to expectation in the local league, and no wonder he's been one of the players people are tipping as to if there will be a consideration for any all of the local players in the Black Star team, AFCON 2024. He should be one of the players we need to consider, and I think he has been consistent in recent times in the Ghana Premier League, and one of the players who has gathered a lot of experience in the local league in the last decade. Wafa, Interlight, traveling outside, coming back, playing for Asante Kotoko. Third consecutive season in Kotoko Football Club, and I think he has been consistent enough to get a place in the Blasters, and then super player in the team. Quality number 8. I always talk about Ghana producing a lot of number 6 in recent times, but Richmond Lamptey's quality and the ability to spot a player in the 18-yard box or the pass to make a difference in games, and I think that he's doing a great job for Asante Kotoko Football Club.
So that was the equalizer for Kumasi Asante Kotoko. At that point, now 1-1. They went into the break, and after recess, Kotoko gained the advantage. Stephen Mukwala getting the second goal for them in the 56th minute. That controversial goal, the referee even had to go and consult the linesman. The Heartland were protesting that there was a case of offside. I don't know which one they were actually protesting, whether it was Peter Aquamenu being in an offside position or Desi Mukwala, who scored the goal, being in an offside position. Felix Romack.
Well, I think that there were two sequences of play.
Yeah.
I think Peter's own was off, and even Mukwala's was in an offside position when he tapped the ball into the back of the net. And so this is the first instance.
Okay.
It was coming from an offside position. Watch Mukwala, he was in an offside position. And that is why I was a bit disappointed with the linesman, because there was no way the referee would have spotted that. It was the duty and responsibility of the assistant referee to aid the referee in making a better decision. I think the slow motion will give us a better idea, of the reason why I'm saying that in the two moments in this particular incident or the sequence of play should have been offside. The first one, even if the first one had escaped the assistant referee,
he should have spotted the second one.
Mukwele's own.
Okay, so we'll take our time and look at it. So Baba Yaya picking up the ball and feeding Isaac up. Okay, at this point, yes, Peter Aqua was in an offside position. Yeah, clearly he was in an offside
look at the position of the linesman.
Yeah.
Look at the position of the linesman.
Of
Is
course.
that where he's supposed to be? No. The lines, look at his position.
Yes,
he wasn't supposed to be there.
Peter Aqua was in an offside position.
The linesman should be with the last player of the defending team. And look how he's positioned.
Yeah.
So let this one roll.
Yes.
He decided, okay, I didn't see this one.
Okay. So
But
this one rolled, and Isaac Opon
even
taking
before,
the shot.
I wish the director would take it
a bit backwards,
Yes,
so that we see just before that
just
shot
before
was taken.
that pass.
Okay. So this is it. And the ball went to Isaac Opon. So just before Isaac Opon took that shot,
Before,
had gone
Mukwala was,
a yard,
it was off.
just a yard.
So
a
and look
yard
at
ahead
the
of
position
him.
again of the linesman.
Now they're very difficult to spot with the eyes, especially knowing that the referees or the linesmen do not have the benefit of the referee.
Even if for us we had the benefit of replays, but he was in a better position to have spotted it. This is unpardonable.
Felix, especially with these linesmen, because you have to make a decision in a split second.
It is their job.
Of
They are
course,
paid to do so.
I know that. But which more are he? Let's talk about him. Let's talk about how he made a hash or a mess of that ball. I wasn't a ball that came with a lot of pace. It didn't have a lot of height to beat him. So you were expecting him to grab this ball at the first instance, but he made a mess of it and, parried the ball into the path of Desi Mukwala.
Either you grab it or you put it aside. You don't punch inside the 18-yard box. Either you grab it or you put it aside, and that is what escaped. Richmond, that led to that goal. I think he will be disappointed in that moment because that goal made everything for Asante Kotoko, and it be a crime for Kotoko to score the third goal. And I think Kotoko could have scored more than 3 goals in today's game, but unfortunately, the rest of the goals couldn't come. And I think House of Foot came in scoring the second goal for themselves. And I think that moment was one of the reasons why House of Folk lost the game today.
So just when you thought that Heart of Folk would be fighting back to ensure that they put parity to make it 2-2, again, I don't know whether to say it was Richmond Aye's mistake or Osasibe sold him short, because it was a pass to Aye, pass backwards to Aye. He wasn't quick enough and allowed Desi Mukwala to just roll the ball into an empty net. It looked like Aye was going to clear this ball. Before I knew, I mean, Aye had come to kick and then the ball had fallen to Desi Mukwala.
I don't think you can blame Sibe for that. Aye missed the ball. He missed the ball. There is no way the defender should take blame for that. And you know, I think there was a similar moment in the game again, but he was able to get to the ball in time and then he cleared the ball. There was so much space. He missed the ball. He missed the ball.
No, I feel the pass was he saw that he shot because there wasn't enough power in that back pass. And I mean different because I know
yes, I can agree in some way that the ball was,
because Mukwala had already gotten closer to the ball before Aye got there. So there was a little touch from Mukwala to nutmeg Aye before rolling that ball into an empty net.
Are you sure Mukwala touched the ball?
Yeah, if we can roll on, so. Then we know.
You can see the leg was under the frame.
Maybe it's in the grass, but not.
Okay, so here it was Desi Mukwala that. I think he got a little touch on the ball to nutmeg Aye. Then all he had to do at that point, I'm sure there was no Aye talk down.
I think my boy, PK, Kelvin Osesibo, the pass was too short, and I think that led to that goal. Even though I think Aye could have done something from it, but that is unfortunate from both sides.
Okay, so it was unfortunate from them there, but we would have to cross over to the Baba Yara Sports Stadium where Pofuanka and Coach Ebenezer Sifa are standing by, and they will be telling us more after the game, what actually happened. They are there, and they will be telling us what happened. So there you see Pofuanka engaging some of the Kumasi Asante Kotoko fans.
And I knew that we were going to win today, no doubt about that, because I've watched House for some time. When they played Nanya, I was watching. When they played again, I was watching. So I told most of my guys, I even said on my morning show on the radio that we're going to win. I even said that they should come with a basket because we're going to bury them under an avalanche of goals.
But they came
up first.
It could have been different if House had scored their chances.
Exactly, because in the first half, House was on top. And I could feel that the guys, they were nervous. The Kotoko guys were nervous in the first half. But in the second half, I think they told them that you need to come out and defend the Kumasi Sports Stadium because this is our land. And they did that, and we are happy. But 2 players stood out. The number 2 for Heart of Folk and the midfielder Lamte for Kotoko. I think these 2 guys can do well in the Black Stars. If they call them, they can do well in the Black Stars. The Sibe guy and the Lamte guy for Kotoko, the 2 of them did very well, and I think they are Black Star material. That's what I saw. But I'm happy with the performance we saw this afternoon. For some time now, people have been complaining about the local league. What we saw today was an upgrade of what we've been seeing so far, and I'm happy.
High level. Thank you so much, and we'll catch up soon. Lovely to see you here. There's another gentleman here in the military boots, and Nana is saying, Ukrainian scoreline on that OGD by 90 minutes. Now we 3-1.
Looking at the previous performance from both teams, so not any DJ, to be honest. Because teams we are performing. But we saw something, say players who were really working so maybe at the end of the day, in as much as referee and no baby, win, and that is it.
Supporters, no, normal papa, a hard home match, but the who's the fans, most of them were Kotoko fans.
Yes, in the high command, so second, and have to focus on first half and will be a good free. But Kumasi Flash has this is what we want. When you happen the league, every match be a bit near fair season, and I think Kumasi for it will be asked. It will be asked to be able to put up for us, it will be asked.
Yo, Mr. Medase, we have the legend, the golden boy Abdul Razak here. Let's get a few words from him. He's been in a lot of these contests in the past. I mean, this is somebody who's chalked the African Football of the Year. Golden Boy, let's go to him and get a few words. Thank you so much for talking to us.
Oh, thank you.
What a match, huh?
Yeah, what a match, really.
It reminds you of your back in the days. Maybe not as much, but the atmosphere was good.
Yeah, it was good. It's okay. It's not bad. I was very happy for one thing. Maybe the hearts of all people, maybe accepting to come and play here instead of their home matches. Maybe they would have choose somewhere else. But instead, they decided to come to their bitter rabbis to play here in Kumasi. I was very, very happy about that.
Do you think they miscalculated or they were overconfident to come and play here?
No, maybe they thought Kumasi would be a very good place for them. You know, they have the support here, just like Kotoko also have. So it's better than going somewhere else where there will be no spectators.
But I think for business, the crowd, the gates was good.
Yeah, it's not bad. Yeah, I thought when I first came, I thought maybe you will not get the crowd, but later on.
You know, a lot of our young viewers may not remember you. They'll Google, they'll see Golden Boy Abdul Razak. But in your day, when Kotoko wins like this, what is Kumasi like? What is it like for a player of Kotoko?
No, it's normal. You know, in every country you have the big clubs. When we say big clubs, every country here in Ghana you have Kotoko and House of Folk. You go to Egypt, you have Zamalek and El Ali. You know, even in Europe, you know, you have so many rivals. You know, so when you play with a big club, always you feel very happy. You have the support, you have the play wise, you are okay. So when we win, we still enjoy ourselves.
The supporters are saying there were two players today. They think if they were called to Black Stars, it wouldn't be a bad idea. Do you know who the fans are talking about? One from Kotoko, one from Hearts.
No, I don't know which one they are talking about.
Richmond Lamptey from Kotoko and then Osei Asibe, the defender from Hearts.
Yeah, it's not about picking a player maybe in our match. You know, should be informed continuously. There, we not the supporters who even say who we should call. You know, you yourself, you know that you deserve to be there, but not because he's playing for such club, so we should call him, we should call that. No. Let's watch him till the end of the season or before the season end. That time we will know that this player is going to help. As a local player, is fit to be in the team.
Thank you so much, legend.
Thank you.
Excellent. Golden Boy Abdul Razak. There are more people here. Let's. Where Hearts? Match rooms there.
Oh, match in there. Now go say Timmy Shako for. Now you know be idea so them man say Richmond Ayi. And why are they man high papa.
As a midfielder.
No, Richmond Ayi has
goalkeeper, sorry.
Keeper as a leader, over captain and band. Now say defender crowd possible man ball na dey as a keeper who play ball also man who. Now why for sama be the boy say.
I said Richmond Lamptey, Kotoko midfielder, and also the passes now I say more defense.
No. Upon passes in I second goal on the say if I for. As a keeper there, ya bobo amount. Which means you found sa blow it. And point now don't say no ball. Now you got Thomas striker, then striker there. And I na me lose. I na me lose. And that defenders in Europe, I na me lose match.
So me that's it.
So and that's what that's it. Ever since I'm supposed to go, me man said do my open play. I'm me say that. It's me nice me die. And then because be a leader, me small part. But me so me shop to has psychology. And I'm on the shop to. But and the boys no as I confess of open play no second half shop to. But almost say some chance. And second half the game no super turning about what side. And but to my Richmond there. And the common am sports. Mon ka che black coach na we help ya. And then one mama bobo abruchen kwan from Richmond to boy deserve. The tackles, the passes, and has can go sense beno. And for boy Lulu Dino. This represents who deserve brasa.
Talking about Kotoko. You've been here since I know dawn. The last 3 days operations. This morning you were here and you told me Kotoko would win, but it looked like Hearts were so confident today. How did Kotoko turn it around?
I kept telling them that those kind of, the Asian talk, this is our home, Kumasi is our home, must stop. Football is about getting your tactics well, having the right players for the right positions. I kept telling them, but they didn't believe it. I told them not today. We always tell them that they need to be very careful. You see, our supporters are not that happy. They are not happy because of the goals we conceded. We had wanted to give them more goals so that when they get to Accra, they will know that really their team is not good. I mean, football is about science and data. You can't come all the way from Accra with this kind of team and come and beat Asante Kotoko, a team that has won 4 consecutive matches.
Yes, switch me to Banka. Can Ukraine first half Banka? Almost take a chance. I'm measure best 3.
And I also take a chance in second half. Now I shall 9.
Anyway.
Yes. It's football. Yeah, that. This is that comeback. Has on that.
Almost one. Not you were worried.
I was so confident. Say better has. Say better how. Say wouldn't how. Baby, I want to go down. Say who team bus. Now who team Eddie bus from the stadium. Now Upoa and some have got team bus more. Say when I come. How the folks should know that I come. Who always beat them.
All right. Very confident. Let's get a hello. Yeah, let's talk to some of these guys. I don't know where you guys traveled from and which team you support or how did you see. Where are you guys from anyway?
I'm from Germany.
All of you?
Germany as well.
I'm from Denmark. Germany. All right. So how did you see the game and which team did you come to watch?
I think it was a good game, a tight game. I think the first half was more to Hearts of Oak, to be honest, but they seemed to lose a little bit of the power in the second half, so I think it was a well-deserved win for Kotoko.
What did you enjoy most about the game?
As a fan, I loved the energy. It was amazing. It was my first game here.
Are you going to come back for more? This is African football, Ghana football.
Definitely. And I think I will also go to the African continent next month.
You guys are going to Ivory Coast?
Sure.
What do you do? What do you guys do?
Filming.
Right. So you're here for Hearts, Kotoko, or Ghana football, or your own personal stuff?
Only for Hearts of Oak.
Right. You must be disappointed then.
Oh, we are.
What happened? Why did they lose like that?
They just seem to lose it in the second half. I don't know. We have to talk to the coach.
You thought tactically that was a problem?
Yeah, definitely. I mean,
did any players stand out for you, Kotoko Hearts? Did you see any player that stood out?
for me, number 5 from Hearts of Oak is a really strong player. Yes, so I saw him a few games already, and I think is maybe the most stable player. Yeah.
Thank you guys. Thank you very much. Okay, there you go. So, I mean, Osiasibe looks like he's getting a lot of votes, and so too the lady here, call her, and so too Richmond Lamptey. These guys are from Germany and Denmark, but let's go back and get closer to where the Hearts of Oak bus is, and we can get a few players. Otega and Derek, let's have a few words. Otega, and Mashroom is saying.
I think now a very, very good game. As a first half, now you need some of our colleagues in here, because I can't remember the last time Michelle Kotoko has a more beautiful game. Say, which means I now want that form. It's a man you look at from my game, and not just say yes, improvement, but your friend say you play inside, it's two teams, and we witnessing good football. But officiating side, we want to say, the second goal, it was offside from the commentary position. Maybe another one. Then you really also with the opportunity as high as it was clearly offside. But maybe a referee, I believe that was like one because who's up and intending to communicate here. But the referee, like one, edge go, and then the man referee, go no. Yeah, quite improvement based me up almost side. Only any party say it's a little bit mistake, but I think and they give them a beautiful game and both team know I'm here with a good game. Me sure
watch football by Nakra. I don't know if it's because of their work or I don't know, but I think after today they will be coming to stadium to watch football.
Fantastic. What do you have to say to those at home who are like stadium, invest stadium, and all just say you girls are here, you had fun, right?
Yes, I really had fun. Yeah, okay, I think it's because of where I was sitting today, but I don't know about the other stands too. I enjoyed the place. Where I was sitting to was safe for me. Yeah.
Thank you very much. You didn't tell us your names.
I'm Sheila.
I'm Comfort. We are all nurses.
You're all nurses. Where?
I work at We Are More CSD Hospital.
Where?
We Are More CSD Hospital.
And you?
Same place.
Same. All right. All right. So, those yeah, Chief. Say, how's an Kotoko?
We are house in you.
I understand Kotoko.
Game, no. Kotoko. And then there, yeah, we move your main car. Born now, kind of, and I can show 3. Because I know you said the game there, boy. You see, you need striker. By the end of the day, we manage the game. But if I am a prayer second half, a higher. Because that ball in the so what is the mission? But may lose or win no many problem. But problem no what you know, the internal wagon or dote, I can be. Huh? And I can't say, now come up with John Liano. No. Oh, you see, one person back. Some person back against me, Cassa. I don't want to buy Master. What do you want about Master because of said, what you said? You must support too. It's the end of the Capital. Yenny coach. I better hear really. What did I return? Says Yano, but Timno, air perform. Say, yes, send your ma. Yes, we did. What did I return?
Let's have Munya chances to be most men.
You need striker, but we are managing. And they are aggressive. You need with my Kotoko, you can't say best. And I want to see you. Commit much better. First half from the same way.
Second half, Kotoko take you, but Munya chances to be.
Yes. But look at 15 minutes long. A year 2-1 o'clock. And you keep on the year mistake. Girl, you take here. Because what you say, it's at the end of the day, you're the credit more at the end of the day. But the problem is the internal wrangling. I don't know who you
are. All right, the president. Next week, Monday Nations, and about 30 minutes from here. Almost Abraham can say,
Kotoko supporters, you can support because one team, you better show more pass and you show more. You better show more. You better show more because once was team here on bet survival. I'm telling you, some will come and test the post. Welcome. Now for this is the time of second Kotoko show 4.5. Now list yet today a cancel first. Both been on one shot, no more argument. I don't want to raise it. All the same, both teams I'm about 9 football. You're witnessing 9 football. Who's a possession? Bibia, a consumer, both that. The only thing is that all my men you shoot, all my chances are only there. And then it's a key. Your chance, it's a mere.
Yes, as a baby, you know, Madame, we didn't tell my anyone.
Has a team. Has a team. Your team, no. Ball. But I had like football there, so yet we play more. Football will win or draw or lose. It's a blessing. The other sport is the BNN. The BNN. Last one, mom, why? You see, ball is a handball. So, and then say that decision. But second goal, what you say outside. So, football there,
Yane offense be ebusuan for the fan club here kasi and now we are about but then I'm here supporters what did you do for him to get into this
oh the kind of salama otulan po nyankopon so boy mba na o ma at the party ya ga sita boni ya na match so was so no yene ona bo RG supporters are moving bank no so interested about support player no we be in touch stay never the Nigeria
next week Monday Nations never another tough game.
Oh, Nations game and tough game. Obi o have your game with you. Osesi boy no extraordinary. Obian boy Osesi boy. Nti ebe se mo am kasa wu no, mo kasa mo Osesi na se bi. E ba far bar be ko na me wana. Otimi ko chi na animonyam mra na kan na.
All right. We've had about 10 seconds. And then I'll walk.
The American say, and a game no, Yenya or Sessibe, what Dexter what Chelsea game with the field of play no, or exceptional. The Essenian say, Ghana Black Stars, yes, she team no. Yepesi a quay. Nancy Yepesi a quay in India, and what's a ship players beat the second of no Sessibe. All my game, Emma Black Stars no. Obian one my defense one more bottom. Nipa obo defense. Ebo midfield. Ebo striking. On says a ball coco na biamba uno 18 one. Yes, sir. Media for Mokabia ewom. Mo from Anuntum. Na mo yen na yem peja Kevin Osesibe. Na also one yem peja ba.
Oh yeah, that's it.
So thanks to Jan for crowd there, giving us some reactions from the Barbara Sports Stadium. The fans are still out there, and they all want to share their thoughts on the game. We've heard from Heart of Folk fans, we've heard from Kumasi, Asante Kotoko fans as well. But it's time to go back to the Barbara Sports Stadium and have a listen to the coaches. Will see what they have to tell us after the game. I'm sure Coach Rahim Bashiru of Heart of Folk has a lot to tell us, and he is the first man that spoke to us.
Forget about it's all over. 3-2 the final score. 3-1. Nobody predicted the scoreline. What happened in the game?
We took the lead and we lost concentration. And in this kind of matches, you need physically and mentally toughness, you know. So that's exactly what happened. We lost the concentration. We lost the focus.
I could see your players were very intense. Do you think they put in too much energy before the game?
No, I don't think so. This is a game that we have to relax and enjoy it. And I don't know. What I saw was we lost concentration after scoring the first goal. And they punish us.
Yeah, were you surprised at Kotoko's reaction?
Yeah, I was so surprised because I know it's a game of win, you know. In the first half, we're supposed to end the game in the first half. So I don't know what's happened. Like I said, this game need physically and mentally toughness. That's exactly what we lost, like I said.
What happened to all the chances you created in the first 25-30 minutes?
Yeah, that's exactly what's happening here. And that's always what we're trying to work on. We'll be doing it always, you see. And we created the chances. But yet still, we didn't put the ball inside the net.
What about the atmosphere here? The first time you're in charge?
It's Asante Kotoko. It's Asante Kotoko. And you saw the feeling was good, you know. But just that we lost it. So it's like a bad day at the office, you know.
You'll be back in the Ashanti region when you play Nations at Abrankese, just 30 minutes away.
Yeah.
How are you going to get rid of or forget about this defeat and prepare for Nations?
Yeah, we have never said that. So we go back and work and come back.
Thank you, Coach.
Yeah, welcome.
Coach, congratulations.
Thank you, thank you.
The other time Hearts played Kotoko, you were on the other side.
Yes.
This time you're here.
Yes.
What was different about this victory?
It's all about consistency. You could see that for some time now, we've been performing and we are keeping the consistency. I think I would like to thank the fans also for coming to support us. We are really grateful.
Normally, form guide doesn't come to play when it's Hearts and Kotoko. What changed it this time?
Yeah, gone are the days. Gone are the days. Football is dynamic. It keeps changing. So that's the difference you've seen today.
Is this the turning point for Kotoko? Because Hearts of Oak christened this match Operation Turning Point. But for you, you're on the ascendancy.
Yes, yes. Like I said, it's about consistency. If you see, we've been playing the same thing for some time now, and we are getting the result. And I think this will lift us up to fight for the title.
Finally, what have you learned about your players in a pressure game like this?
Yeah, I think it's their commitment. They are very committed, and the unity among them.
Thank you very much.
That is what is working. Thank you too. 2
goals, 1 assist, man of the match, big game. What are your thoughts?
It's really amazing. I'm speechless, like you see. Yeah, you know, scoring in a derby is a great feeling. You know, a derby is a derby. It doesn't matter how you score, but a win is a win as well.
You could have had 3, 4, maybe 5 goals.
Yeah, basically that's what I was looking for. But you know, Derby, you don't have to score much goals, but just get the 3 points and make the fans happy. That's all.
What do you think about the atmosphere, the fans?
Oh, I really thank our fans who came in large numbers, and I really appreciate their effort. And we believe that through their efforts, we are going to push hard.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Steven Desi Mukwala from Uganda, they're being adjudged the most valuable player in this game, scoring 2 goals for Asante Kotoko to win against their bitterest rival Hartlepool by 3 goals to 2. But Felix Romack, there's something synonymous with the comments of the Hartlepool fans. They are all not really sad with the performance of Hartlepool. Yes, they are not happy about the results, but they are quite happy and okay with what Hartlepool displayed. And we heard from Hartlepool assistant coach, that is Rahim, saying that they should have finished off Kotoko in the first half.
I think they should have. They should have. They played very well in the opening 45 minutes, and the second half, I think, especially when they conceded the second goal, they lost everything. And
okay, Felix, I'm not cutting you, but the phone lines are active. Also, with my friend, Yako Stadium, where you has the Kotoko supporters. Also, I will feel with my friend now watch your watching on this game. So our phone lines are active 055-846-2088. And on your lines no fra now watch your watching war. Kotoko and it has give me your boy.
So I think psychologically, you know, when they considered the second goal, that was it for them. But they finished the game in a very good way. There are a lot of positive you need to take from this game. There were players that really played well. This is a very young Asante team, and I think that games like this will make them tougher, you know, as the league continues. But credit to Kotoko. I think that in the second half they played better. They upped their game and then they won.
Okay, so let's go on to the lines because they are already calling. People are calling. Let's go to Sapeman and speak to ASL. The ASL has Kotoko Aberi has Eddie Nkuku. Game no one is saying.
Yeah, Mutala Yamin why are there? Mutala, boy, Lucy, but yeah. Name adé ya coach no or de Gideon no de be mu no wo hwe ya Kashala ejina ball ne so e wo striking role ho enti wo say na we mo Shelif mo pempem no enti say self player wo yi Kashala na otimi hold ball no so emfa ne mfiri mu wo ya oyi mi firi mu na ma ye short ye e no boys a say o mo share no ti ya mi share o mo players no ya mi share o mo aya de referee no so na sa offside goal no GTI ene de eno so o mo share o mo adwuma linesman he went decided say o robo game no because now o share o no as a linesman na player na tra no so how can we take that ball as a goal? It was clear offside goal.
Okay.
Thank you.
So yeah, that's it from Sapeman there, talking about the second goal. And he talked about that substitution of Kashala Ramos. He says that anymore, na Kashala and the Timijina bonus into Unifrima. You were saying it's one top no M1.
And I don't know why you had to change what was working for you in the first half. At least Ramos Kashala now. In as much as a hold the ball, or Kotoko defense to show pressure when they want to build from the back. But so I think sometimes when you don't have a lot of experience in games like this, and also count it, as a folk, Bashir don't have experience when it comes to very big game like the one we saw.
Well, let's go back onto the line. Seth is standing by here in Accra. Seth, Kotoko has a very Heart of Folk losing by 3 goals to 2.
Oh, game in the Rebecca say nice game in fact. This is the first time I met Marcus in so many years. I'm up share air classic
okay.
Congratulations to Prosper Ogum and the team. I feel so Mukwala so. And then as I said, why you Jumapa? All those have been new Kotoko, but I believe say House of Folk team, you know, if they don't stop the politics, no more year with team anymore. About this team, you know. I think this they are fine player. I know Mama Nambubi. I don't know the reason why. It's Subonting. And this is a guy.
And there's Subonting boy you. And I'll start here. Yeah.
And I'll start here.
I'll start here. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But I believe the politics no more here. Are affecting most of the guys. And you know, going forward, you know, I was almost sure
okay, all right.
And with the forms are picking it, I believe they're going to
Okay, that is what the assistant coach, that is David Oklu, said, that this will lift them up on the table and also take them closer to the title there. So that was said from Accra here. And I mean, what's here Oklu? Very confident. He says that the commitment and unity within the team is what is keeping them going. Now they've won 4 consistent games. I mean, that is good for Asante Kotoko. But I'll come back to you. I have to go back onto the lines and speak to Enoch from Santa Maria. Enoch has Ekopiemu Kumasi a omo ntime wi ni Kotoko a show mo 3-2.
Musala, we ka ka give me the nice game. You know, give back. Second goal we did before go the man. Na clear offside.
No.
Before I make a kick ball no, and after the kicking, you know, na offside. And na me work.
Okay, Enoch from Santa
coach,
Maria.
Coach, changes number 1. Salifu free no. I was so new be na game no so. 1 Kashala utumi jina boss so. Otokofono no dim or chomuti omamun kami close. Oh, I am a yapa but ebe fanisa a football.
Okay, football, that is what he's also saying, say football. So I was talking about the unity and commitment in the Kotoko team.
Yeah, I think that is the most important thing for them, you know. After those political players issue, you know, after that is where all these players decided to play good football for Kotoko. So Mecca said, politically, it was not a good comment. But in Janssen Sanso team, it's really helping us Asante Kotoko Football Club. Blay playing well. Lamte playing well. Mukwala is playing well. Enoch Morrison is playing well. And I think in Janssen Sanso in the team, even though I think still there's 1 or 2 issues around the goalkeeper. Some goals be a channel since we replace Danlad Ibrahim. No, I have issues with it, but I think they should improve on that. Salif Ibrahim, Ofimuni affected House of a Football Club. That is the reason why sometimes decision making plays a key role in some of these clubs. The best replacement for Salif Ibrahim in the House of Oak team was Glasson Awako.
Okay, so we'll speak to our last caller, who is Kenneth from Teshi Chiblo. Kenneth, has any Kotoko game in Aberi? 3-2 Kotoko winning. Then our work found.
The more found your coaching, Kotoko coaching.
Okay.
Supporters in the Kasa say, young for player being shaman. Hello?
Yeah, it's you.
Young for Babaya and shaman. For the time I bought Babaya, pet the Kotoko team in ye. Anyone, I hear very sharp.
Okay.
It is coach boy such a tea. If you are not here, wait, you yadi. Who did was steady? Play Babaya didn't shave me. Who did tell me much is all winning na a cricket? If you play on yeah, which such a coach no own tea, and I'm that 18 Midana Sipa and no one can go winning.
All right.
Ask dear. That
was any back and Kajai don't know any nations because I said we found also say Lucivio. I mean, you can never get it wrong with the fans there. But I mean, you are talking about what Oklu was saying about the commitment of the players and unit. Or say Anonama Kotoko, they are united. Anonama Obokoko. Now 4 consecutive games on the bounce. That looks good for them.
Yes.
Title contenders again. 4
in the league. 5 in all competitions because they won the FA Cup against Nations FC in Kumasi, and they are scoring more goals in their game. In the game against Nations FC, they scored more than 4 goals in that particular game. So it tells you gradually the goal scoring ability is improving in the Kotoko team. And Mukwala, the fitness level of Mukwala and Isaac Opon especially is key to the success of our Asante Kotoko Football Club. And I think it's a huge matter.
Of course, and that is what is working for them. So match day 14, Kotoko game no kwane ba. So a lot of games were played at different venues. But these are the results that came through for match day 14. Nations FC beating Adriana 2, and that was yesterday at the Dr. Kwame Che Sports Complex. The Nanafo Suji Awopa, Bechem United Omutumire. The beats Accra Lions by 4-0 with Brekum. Chelsea also gets in a 1-0 scoreline against Great Olympics. And Kumasi Asante Kotoko, even though they are playing away from home at the Babayara Sports Stadium, which is unusual, they managed to beat Heartofok by 3-2. Legon Cities also defeating RTU by 3-1 at the Elwak Sports Stadium. Then we had Karela going all the way to Nswatraman. I think this is the most surprising result of match day 14. They got a 1-0 victory against Eric Alagi Dedes in Swatraman. Samatex also beating Heart of Lions by 2-0. Where the game between Dreams FC and BBN Gold Stars postponed because Dreams FC were taking part in the CAF Confederation Cup. And I can confidently tell you that Dreams FC have actually won their game against Academica from Angola. They won by 3-2, so that is good for Dreams FC. Mediama's game also did not come off because Mediama were also taking part in the CAF Champions League. Let's go through the standings before we check out of the studio. So this is how the Ghana Premier League table looks like after match day 14. Samatex, they are leading the pack with 26 points. Adriana are second with 24 points. And Swatraman currently find themselves a third on the table with 24 points. Bechem United, Bismarck Obimensedu baby na supporters CM Pamonane. He is fourth on the table with 23 points. Nations FC gradually they are fifth on the table with 23 points. Bekum Chelsea Asset with 23 points. Asante Kotoko, they've gained 3 points and now have 22 points, but are still seventh on the league table. Heart of Folk have dropped, so Legon Cities have taken over that 8th position with 18 points. The Phobians find themselves at 9th with 16 points. That is the top half of the table. Let's look at the other half of the table and how things are shaping up because Mediama are 10th there. They have 2 games in hand, so take 3 games, sorry. So take note of that, and they will be playing some midweek games. Maybe on Wednesday or Thursday, we will give you updates on that on the GPL headquarters. But they are currently 10th with 16 points. But for Aquatano are 11th with 16 points. They also have 2 games in hand. Great Olympics are 12th on the table with 16 points. They have 1 game in hand. Accra Lions are 13th with 16 points. Karela, they find themselves 14th on the table with 15 points. Dreams FC, they have 3 games in hand as well. They are currently 15th with 14 points. I can tell you again that Dreams FC, any Academica game no more Confederation Cup Neno. Dreams aiding Kunim by 3-2, far away in Angola. That is a brilliant result for them. And the last 3 teams on the Back Power Premier League table are Real Tamale United, who have 1 game in hand, but they are 16th with 14 points. Baby Eddie Gold Stars, they are currently 17th, also with the game in hand, and they also have 12 points there. Heart of Lions are rock bottom of the Ghana Premier League. They are 18th with 8 points, even though they have a game in hand. So that is how the table looks like. So we are checking out of the studio. It has been a long day. Felix Romack, your final words.
Well, it was an entertaining game. I love the crowd. I love the atmosphere. I think that the Ghana football is still alive. If we do our things, we'll be enjoying this kind of games in the league. Kudos to the 2 teams for giving us a very entertaining, a Ghana Premier League match.
Nanedu.
Yes, fantastic game today, and special greetings to Prophet Thomas Fosu, who is doing the monitoring way from Asiama, and of course Frank Okule, senior man watching from East Legon, and of course key members of House of Football Club, Morocco, Mr. Dokoye, and of course Tio, all watching from Kaneshi. So great personalities watching the show. It was a great game, to be honest. One of the best games I actually in the Ghana Premier League this particular season. Of course, in the last 10 years, one of the best games. I remember Samuel Bodu, a first season at House of Folk, Kotoko, and House in Accra. One of the best games. Today's game is also one of the best games in the Ghana Premier League.
Okay, it has been an interesting one. I don't remember the last time I got entertained like this by Heart of Folk and Asante Kotoko. They've sold out a very good game, and I'm sure the second leg at the same venue at the Barbara Sports Stadium next year will be fireworks. Thanks to Felix Romack and thanks to Nanedu and thanks to Yam Pofuankra